Good morning and welcome to our reflections on Tuesday morning. As you can see, I'm on the move, going through some beautiful sort of pathways on the Lanchester railway track in order to say my prayers and sense the presence of God. There's some beautiful autumn colours around, and the journey is very pleasant. It's not always like that, of course. I'm going to be just having a think about reflections on journeying today. I know it's a bit of a hackneyed, perhaps cliched theme, but I really feel that we're on the move and that we need to have a think about where we are, where we're going, where we've come from as well, but also how we equip ourselves for the transitions we all have to make in our lives. I preached on Sunday about Bartimaeus, about the way in which his life was transformed in one encounter, just one small moment in time, which made all the difference to him. It just struck me that one of the verses that I didn't pay any attention to at all is the very last verse in that story at the end of Mark 10, just before the story moves on to the triumphal entry, the Palm Sunday story, Mark 11 onwards. It says, and he went and followed Jesus. Just simply that. He went and followed Jesus. Jesus going to the cross. Went and followed him. Just going to make my way down off the track to the pathway that takes me through the fields. There we go. So he made an abrupt transformation and he followed Jesus. We don't know what else happened to Bartimaeus. All we're told is that he followed Jesus. Our reading for today comes from earlier on in Mark's Gospel, Mark 3. It's that passage, that troublesome passage really, where Jesus is reported to have said, "Who is my mother? Who are my brothers?" Which seems nasty, dismissive, but actually is a way both marking a transition from an old way of thinking to a new and more expansive way of thinking that Jesus was encouraging his disciples to take on board. Instead of being constrained by the family loyalty ties that the Jewish system espoused, Jesus was saying, my view's got to be much broader than that. It's not that he's dismissive of family, so much as more inclusive of more people, especially those without any hope or any help in life. Sometimes, as we know from Psalm 23, the journey will be through green pastures. And sometimes it'll be through dark valleys. But we follow Jesus. Oh, here's a dark valley as I go through the trees down to the farm road going to Low Meadows. Psalm 23 speaks about God being with us all our journey, about his weapons being there to protect us, keep us safe. I hope and pray that whatever your journeys are today, that you will get that sense of God being with you. My colleague Anne is moving house today, moving from the Black Hill house they've lived in for 7 and a bit years to the house in Ledgate that Kayla has been living in. It's now become vacant and it's seems the opportune time to make the move that the circuit leadership team have seen as the right move, freeing up the property at Black Hill to be sold so that the money can be released for missional projects, and having a new start in a new house. I want to pay tribute to the circuit stewards who've put in a lot of work over the last days and weeks to get the house at Ledgate ready for that move, and to the way in which there has been that supporting cast for that particular drama to take place. That's the way it goes, isn't it, with journeys? We hope that we get support along the way. We hope that there are people to help us when it comes to whatever crunch points we're at in life. Whether it's a big move like a house move, whether it's a job move, whether it's a move within our relationships, whatever it might be. It may even be the move, that small step onwards out of the anxiety caused by COVID, even though things are still pretty serious on the COVID front. We're taking steps more and more to release ourselves from the anxieties that COVID has brought. So it may be that there's just a small step for you to take today, out of wherever you have been to wherever God wants you to be. I hope and pray that you will get that sense of God being with you on those small steps that make a long road to a safe place with God. God bless you.